In this video, I'm gonna go over 7 tech jobs that don't need coding and that you can make 6 figures definitely within 2 to 3 years of landing your first job in this career field. I will be going over exactly what it is, the salary you will be able to make. I'll be going over job duties and where you can get started. If you don't know who I am, I'm Nicole, and this channel is all about helping you explore all of the career possibilities in cybersecurity, IT, cloud, and all things that are not software development. So please comment, like, and subscribe. My first job that does not require coding is a cybersecurity analyst. And a cybersecurity analyst is the first responder to a cyber threat and works in a SOC, or also called a Security Operation Center. Now, the cybersecurity analyst is also known by many names: InfoSec analyst, SOC analyst, information security analyst, and it's a wild, wild west with the cybersecurity names. You really have to look at the job description. Some daily duties that you're going to be doing are going to be utilizing a security incident event management and looking through a lot of logs, find different breaches that may have occurred, which is why logging is so important in a security environment. You're going to be investigating abnormal behavior and seeing if it's a false positive or if it's actually a cyber threat. You're going to be analyzing suspicious web and email files that may be a threat to the organization that you're protecting. You also may be recommending how to mitigate and different controls you can implement to mitigate future attacks. Within 2 to 3 years of becoming a cybersecurity analyst, you can make $137,000. If you are just starting out and have no experience, you can make a higher $80,000, $90,000. Some people have said they only make $60,000. It really just depends on where you are and how well you market your skills. So if you don't know where to start when becoming a cybersecurity analyst, a great place to start is the CompTIA Security Plus and then the CYSA Plus. These are a very good place to start. Now, the second 6-figure job that you can make without coding skills is a network engineer. And network engineers are still much needed, and knowing network can definitely translate to a better knowledge to becoming better at cybersecurity or even going and doing cloud. Some daily duties is you're going to analyze, test, troubleshoot, and evaluate network systems, or if the internet goes down, you might have to come in and troubleshoot the network and the cause of why the internet lost availability. You're going to have to identify the causes of the network problems and fix it. You're going to have to fix any issues they have with latency. So if the internet is running slow, you're going to have to figure out how to make it not run slow. You're going to have to do upgrades on different hardware, install new hardware and software if necessary. So you always have to do code upgrades on different equipment. Some of the salary that you can make with this, within 2 to 3 years, $120,000. And of course, this depends on the company. A great place to start if you want to become a network engineer is the CCNA. This is a really good exam to teach you the basics for Cisco, and there are tons of different network equipment that is not Cisco, but it still does a really good job of giving you a good basis of Cisco. My next job that doesn't require coding is becoming a cloud engineer. And now there are so many different roles in cloud. Maybe some of them you will need to know coding, but there are definitely some roles where you don't need to know coding. Cloud is a really good field to get into right now as it's high demand, and that is where a lot of companies are going, is just outsourcing their hardware to someone else. There's AWS, there's Azure, there's Google. Those are the 3 main providers. And so specializing in any one of those will definitely give you an edge up in the market. And then you can specialize in various things within those, like IAM or cybersecurity, or you could just do system administration of the cloud. And there's so much that you could do. After 2 to 3 years of cloud skills, you can make a solid $150,000 depending on how much energy and effort you put into actually learning it. And where to start with this, all of the top 3 providers, Azure, AWS, Google all have free training resources for their certifications, and their certifications are pretty good priced, and this is because they want people to learn it and they want companies to adopt their technology. Employees are really expensive to train, so AWS has made their training pretty affordable for everybody because they really want their product to be implemented. I would definitely take advantage of that. The next one is an IT security auditor or working in compliance or governance, and I kind of all lumped these in together, but this is a fantastic place to start in your career. A common job title is a GRC engineer. The job duties are so varied, so I strongly suggest go to Indeed and check out all that they offer. But as an IT auditor, you'll be making sure that systems are in compliance with rules, laws, and regulations. So you'll be going to company and then you'll be auditing their systems to make sure they are doing what they are supposed to be doing. It's a great beginning job. Also, as governance basically is how businesses make decisions. So you could be helping assess risks associated with the computer systems and the IT infrastructure and then reporting that. You could be performing ongoing maintenance, compliance, and regulatory laws that are coming out. So you have to do a lot of research. So it's a never-ending field. And again, GRC analyst or IT auditor or compliance analyst are all common jobs that this can be under. So make sure to go to LinkedIn jobs or Google jobs and check out all of the job requirements required. A really good place to start for this would be Simply Cyber's GRC Masterclass. I'll check that out right here. And after 2 to 3 years of GRC experience, you can make $130,000, $140,000. My next job that doesn't need any coding is digital forensics or computer forensics. And this basically is a field that uses techniques for investigations to identify and store evidence. And oftentimes this evidence will be used in court. You may even have to testify about evidence that was stored. Some daily duties of a computer forensic analyst or digital forensic analyst is that you're going to be maintaining the chain of custody when it comes to collecting evidence. You're going to be conducting forensic analysis, going to be tracing hacks. You're going to be gathering and maintaining evidence. You're going to be writing and reviewing a lot of reports about the data that you have gathered. After 2 to 3 years of experience, you can definitely make $101,000. These jobs are also extremely popular in different law enforcement agencies, so that's maybe where you end up working. The Forensic Toolkit, FTK, is a really good place to start when learning digital forensics, and there's tons of different resources about it, so you may want to check that out. My next job that you can make 6 figures at with only a couple years of experience is an incident responder. And this is if you really like to be in the heat of things and you like fast paced, because these are the people who respond to cyber threats and cyber incidences, and they really need to be quick on their feet. What they do is provide reports to an organization about exactly what happened. Going to want to monitor security threats, utilize tools to minimize the effects of a security breach. You're going to be responding to this quickly. You're going to be implementing and optimizing security tools to prevent the same security issues from happening over and over. You're really going to need to understand CSIRT, how to handle cybersecurity incidences, and all the paperwork that goes along with that. You're going to need to perform remote and on-site live investigations of cyber events. And after 2 to 3 years, or even maybe 2 years, you can make $127,000. Pretty good. My next and final job on this list is an ISSO. And this is an information system security officer, and you do not need to know coding, and it is a very high paying tech job. They protect the IT infrastructure of companies. They take proactive security measures, assessing risks and responding to security breaches. They monitor networks, databases, and computer systems and create a risk management plan for all IT systems. They perform security updates and build firewalls and other security features. They also do a ton of paperwork to make sure the controls in place are effective. We'll be doing a lot of paperwork and performing risk analysis to determine the cost effectiveness of different controls that the company has. They might maintain the inventory of all the computer systems. They're really going to know NIST 800-53, which is a really good document to learn if you are going to be an ISSO for a company. And this job can make, after 2 to 3 years of experience, $119,000. Not too bad. And if you would like to learn and start today, I strongly suggest checking out the Google IT support certificate. It is below. It's a really good overview of IT if you want to go into a non-coding career. I also have tons of other free videos about cybersecurity and all of that fun sort. So I will see you then. Bye.